Hey friends, I wanted to pop on and do our first yoga snack for neck and shoulders. So this morning, I woke up and my neck and my upper back are really stiff. I must have been carrying the weight of the world on my shoulders last night because I woke up and my ears were right next to my shoulders and I realized, oh, I really need to take care of this. And and the funny thing is, it's 4 hours, 5 hours after I got up, and my neck and shoulders still hurt. And have I done anything about it? No, of course not. So now we're going to actually do something about it. So these little yoga snacks are going to give you an opportunity if your neck and back are hurting, just a um, small little practices. And I'm basically doing what feels good to my body right now. There's no script. There's no deep philosophical questions or answers. It's just an opportunity for me, one reason is so that my neck and my back start feeling better. And I'm taking the time. I'm taking the Salem moment to address that. So I have my mat. I've got a block. I've got a blanket and a strap. I might use it. I'm not quite sure. And what I'm doing, I'm basically going to tell you what I'm doing to alleviate my shoulders and my back pain. So I've got some gentle instrumental music playing. No playlist, just whatever you need to listen to, something soothing, something relaxing. And I'm taking some essential oils. I particularly like Intune, doTERRA's Intune, and that's just to um, allow me to center and focus. So I'm going to start out and I'm just going to rub just a little bit of essential oils in my hands. My husband calls it my hippie juice, um, and that's fine. So I'm just starting by getting into a comfortable seated position, and then I'm just gonna take just a few breaths, a few moments to just breathe. I'm letting my thoughts relax. I'm not worried about alignment. I'm not worried about making things look perfect. I'm just allowing space to breathe in a scent that I enjoy. And I'm just doing a body scan. Maybe I want to rub some essential oils on my neck or my wrists. And I'm just doing a body scan from the crown of my head to my toes. And I'm taking notice, where do I feel tension? And just calling it to attention. And then consciously saying, okay, I need my eyebrows to relax. I need my eyes to relax. I'm noticing my jaw is a little tense. So I'm just going to massage my jaw just a little bit. Just drawing awareness to where there's tension. And maybe in your neck and your shoulders, maybe behind your eyes, there's a little bit of tension. So just using your own pressure, just pressing into those areas and drawing attention to those areas that there might be a little bit of tension. One of my favorite cues for myself is that your neck muscles don't hold your shoulders up. So I'm consciously saying, okay, my shoulders rest on top of my rib cage like a shelf. And automatically my shoulders relax and my neck muscles relax. So as I'm sitting here, I'm realizing I just need to take some time and drop my ear towards my shoulder. I'm relaxing my face. I'm not doing anything spectacular. I'm just breathing. And I'm switching to the opposite side. And I'm taking notice what side feels a little bit more tense. And then I'm adjusting my neck to where I feel the most benefit. It might be different on your body, and just be respectful of that. I'm coming back to center, and in my body today, between my shoulder blades, backside of my heart tends or is wanting to be really tense, and and maybe it's maybe like Atlas is feeling the weight of his world, the world on his shoulders. You ever see that picture where he's carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders? And maybe I'm feeling a little bit of that weight. So I'm going to open my arms wide, realizing I don't need to take the weight of the world on my shoulders. And what I'm doing here, I'm not worried necessarily about my alignment, but I am being conscious to what feels good as I stretch. So as I'm breathing like this, I'm noticing the expanse in my chest cavity. I'm noticing the expanse in my biceps. And I'm spreading my fingertips out wide because I notice that I start feeling a lot more stretch, a lot more beneficial stretch here. This also, by opening up like this, it also draws attention, draws my shoulder blades behind me. And then I'm going to relax that. And some nice big shoulder rolls up towards the ears and pressing down, rolling forward, pressing up to the ears. And it might not look very yogic, but it sure feels really good right now. And then I'm drawing back. So with shoulder blade, backside of the heart sensations where it's really tense, sometimes I like to give myself a little hug. My arms, my hands are just allowing my shoulders to draw down. Maybe I want to come into part of an eagle posture, so back of my hands together, or maybe coming into a full eagle wrap. And here, I want to find what best suits my shoulder blade, my muscles on my shoulder blade. And maybe that's just moving the arms around from side to side. Maybe it's dropping an ear towards the shoulder. Maybe it's lifting my elbows up. That feels kind of good. Maybe it's tucking my chin, tucking my elbows, doing a little crunch. Maybe it's moving my neck from side to side. And then switching to the other side. Nice big shoulder rolls. And then switching to the opposite side. So a lot of times when we're doing a practice, we think about the methodology or how it's supposed to look rather than how it's supposed to feel. So in these yoga snack practices, it will be less methodology, less form, and more what feels really good. So I'm noticing that I'm not getting as much of a stretch as I'd like. So I'm taking the backs of my hands together and then coming into a full eagle wrap. And then just moving my shoulders, my arms, where I feel the most benefit. And it might be different from side to side. I'm just pausing. So I mentioned in my explanation video that a Facebook friend named Bethany, which is my namesake, asked for shorter videos. And Bethany actually means house of rest. And it's so funny how taking your arms wide, nice kind of chicken arm rotation. It's so funny how place of rest is what my life should be like, right? But a lot of times it doesn't feel like that. So I have to take a conscious effort to be that place, be that house of rest. So my arms are outstretched, my palms are facing up, and now I'm pressing my fingertips down towards the floor. And I'm getting a little bit deeper stretch, a little bit different stretch in my triceps, in my biceps, and my ears are out of my shoulders. And I'm releasing that. I'm going to grab my strap and I'm going to come into cow face arms. So my left hand grabs onto my strap and my right hand reaches back around and grabs here. So the important thing is you're not, rounding down like this, but you're doing your best to bring your shoulder by your ear, your elbow by your ear, and it doesn't matter the distance away, just the alignment. So you notice as I'm sitting here, I'm not rounding forward, everything is in alignment, and then I slowly walk that right hand up to where I feel a really lovely stretch. I'm drawing that right shoulder blade in. I'm noticing that my hips are up towards my ears. And so I'm just consciously saying, okay, just relax your legs. Maybe I need to adjust my position so that I can be a little bit more centered. And then maybe I want to bring that elbow a little bit closer to the ear, as long as I'm maintaining proper alignment. Ears in line with your shoulders. Proper alignment here just means that you're getting the most beneficial stretch out of this by bringing your body into alignment. Maybe what these yoga snacks are based on, just getting your body back into alignment. And I'm going to switch sides. I'm pausing for a moment and I'm noticing my left side body feels so much better. Taking that right hand in the strap. Again, rotating that elbow out, hitting yourself in the head with the strap. It's always quite nice. And again, I'm walking that left hand up towards my right hand, but my goal is not to join my hands together. My goal is to press my head into my hand. So I'm elongating the spine. I'm separating each vertebrae in my neck. I'm relaxing my face. And I'm pausing. You might notice in these postures that maybe your arm's going a little bit numb. It's okay, as long as there's no pain of, hey, I think I'm not doing something right. I think my body is saying, stop, you need to change this or you're going to hurt me. A little bit of numbness usually happens on my right side. Maybe my neck is pinched on my right side. Not sure. And I'm releasing that. And I'm pausing. I'm adjusting. I'm turning my neck from side to side. One lovely stretch for neck and shoulder issues is child's pose. So I'm gonna try out child's pose and see if that does the trick. And adjusting to where you feel a nice stretch, a nice release. And maybe using a block underneath your chest or underneath your forehead might give a little bit extra extra flavor to that, or a little bit extra stretch that might just be really beneficial. It's really good to just experiment yourself. And for me, I'm noticing that a block doesn't work really well for me right now. If I've got a tension headache in between my eyes, a block right in that spot tends to be really beneficial. But today it doesn't. So just explore it. And I'm turning my head to the left, then I'll turn it to the right, but I'm allowing my neck to relax. And then what you do on one side, you want to make sure you do on the other side. And I'm coming back to center, and I'm going to interlace my hands behind my back. I'm going to press my knuckles down towards the ground. It's a good reminder of taking your ears or your shoulders out of your ears. Letting your face relax. And then I'm going to come forward. My hands are going to move away from each other. And this actually feels really good to me. And I'm noticing I'm pinching up just a little bit towards my ears. So I'm going to press my shoulders away, and I'm just going to notice the difference. And I'm going to elongate the backside of my neck. And I'm going to drop it to the right and to the left. See if that's beneficial. Not necessarily, but it's fun to explore. And this really helps my shoulders. And it's important to be really gentle with yourself. So I'm going to come down on my mat, and I'm going to take my left arm out to the side. I want to make sure that my arm is completely perpendicular with my body. And I'm going to just slowly roll up. This gets a really nice stretch on that shoulder and on the front part of your back, the front part of your chest. And I'm only rolling up to where it's beneficial, where there's no pain. So sometimes people like to bring their foot up to offer a little bit deeper sensation. You get a little bit of a hip stretch here. Sometimes people just like to lay it alongside their body, or maybe they want to bring that leg out, and you get a little bit of a different sensation there. Just explore. Then I'm going to switch the other side, but I'm going to be really gentle when I roll forward, making sure my shoulder is relaxed. And then I'm switching to the other side. I'm using a passive stretch here by taking my left hand and guiding my left foot up. And you notice I'm getting a little bit deeper stretch by not moving my whole body, but I'm just lifting my left heel, and that allows just a little bit higher lift. My fingertips are spread out wide on that right hand. Sometimes people like to take that top hand and offer it a little bit of a weight. Some people will interlace their hands. I don't have the shoulder mobility to do that, but it's a good option. Lord, you give us the wisdom of how to take care of our body, the things that we need to do, the ways that we need to move. But God, sometimes we just don't apply it. And so, Father, I ask that you would allow us the wisdom and the application, and then the moving forward and actually doing it. Thank you for reminding me today that I can pause and I can reflect and I can be at rest by just moving my body how I need to. I'm rolling out of that. This side is especially yummy. I'm going to pull back to child's pose for just a few moments. I notice that after my stretch, my spine went a little bit more into alignment, just a subtle shift. And I'm breathing in deep. The deeper I breathe in when I'm in child's pose or any other posture, the deeper I breathe in, the more space it allows the body to bring awareness to those tight little areas. So as I'm breathing in deeply, I'm noticing the spots that were tense before aren't as tense as they were initially. So I'm just going to do a couple of cat-cows. And I'm noticing I feel so much better than I did about 15 minutes ago. So here's a short, small little practice. And, well, we'll get short, small little practices. It's a new thing, but I don't know about you, but I feel so much better. And it's just taking that little bit of time to breathe and just do a couple of things that bring you rest and your body back into alignment. So have a lovely day, folks, and we will see you later. Thanks for joining me.